this simple trick has literally tripled my productivity and just helped me so much with implementing healthy habits, getting rid of unhealthy ones, and I don't really hear this talked about much, so I want to share this simple trick with you guys to help y'all out as well. Hello, my name is Cassidy. I'm a mindset and fitness coach and founder of Beyond the Body Wellness Company, and today I want to share just a simple trick with you guys about productivity and what's helped me like insanely with just getting the things done that I actually need to get done and putting away distractions and all that stuff. So I realized something needed to change when I was trying to do, especially schoolwork, but doing just work in general or trying to read something, and you know, I would sit down and say I'm gonna focus on this task and then find myself scrolling through social media and going on YouTube and just doing things that weren't productive, right? And I think we can all relate to that kind of little struggle where, you know, we tell ourselves we're really gonna do something and then we don't. So the thing to know about just us as humans is we always take the path of least resistance. So even if, like, for me, for example, I love reading. I really do enjoy it, and I choose to go and read books all the time. But if I am going and saying I'm gonna go read this book, but my phone is right next to me and I see a notification pop up, it's a lot easier for me to pick up my phone and start scrolling through social media than it is for me to open a book and start reading. So even if I truly enjoy the activity I want to do and should be doing and is more productive, I'm always, just from the way our brains work, gonna pick the thing that takes the least amount of effort, which would be going on my phone doing something unproductive. And so this is about putting away distractions that, you know, obviously take you away from the task you want to be doing, but also making the task you want to do as easy as possible and making it less effort than things you don't want to do. It's making the distractions, the things that would typically take you away from the thing you need to be doing, harder than the thing itself, so that you take the least resistant path, which is the one that you want to be doing anyway. So I have 4 different steps that you can take to kind of figure out how to do this on your own and for the exact situation you're trying to be productive with, whether it be work or school or just anything personal. But before that, I want to mention something about willpower with us as humans. Again, it's been shown that willpower actually depletes over the course of a day. So think of it as you wake up with like 100% willpower. You just have a full container of willpower, right? And every decision you make, every tiny thing, whether it be some big decision, what do I do today, or whether it's like, what should I eat for breakfast, what should I wear today, little things like that, should I text my friend or not right now, that literally takes away bits and bits of your willpower. And you know, typically we all have lots of little decisions we don't even think about throughout the day, and in the morning especially, so by around dinner time or so, our willpower is depleted and we literally don't have the energy within us to do anything that requires any type of willpower at all. So let's say you are trying to sit down and do work and your phone is right next to you, and that's typically a distraction. In the morning, if you tell yourself, I'm just gonna sit here and work, and even if your phone is right next to you, you may be able to do that for a while and actually be focused on your work and not look at your phone, even if it is just blowing up with notifications or whatever, because you are having that willpower in the morning. It's not depleted yet. But every time, let's say your phone goes off or you have a thought of, I want to check my phone right now, or anything like that, that is technically a decision in your mind. Should I do this or that? And every time you have to make that decision again, it depletes your willpower more and more. And so by noon, if let's say you start work at like 8 or 9 a.m. or something, your willpower is already going to be depleted and you're not going to be able to stick and focus on what you're trying to do, and you're gonna cave into the thing that's easier, which is picking up your phone, or the thing that's more fun, or the thing that just doesn't require as much effort. So one little extra tip I'm gonna throw in here is to make decisions, as many decisions as you can, the day before. So decide before you go to sleep what you're gonna wear the next day, what workout you're gonna do the next day, what you're gonna eat for breakfast, that kind of stuff, because you don't want your willpower to deplete right away in the morning. So here's where we get into the 4 steps I've come up with of how to make the thing you want to do, the productive thing, as easy as possible, and the thing you don't want to do and the distractions as hard as possible. So the first thing is obviously just identifying what it is you're actually wanting to do. What are you trying to be productive with? And it may help to ask yourself why as well, because sometimes we do things and we think they're productive, but they're not really productive for us. We just feel productive when we're doing them. So it's very helpful to ask yourself sometimes, why am I actually doing this? Is this something necessary for my life? Is this actually productive and moving me forward? Or am I just doing this because it feels like I should be doing this, or I feel productive, even if it's not? So definitely ask yourself that. And then the second thing is identifying what keeps you from doing that. So this may take a little bit to figure out when you're actually doing the activity, but think about what's actually holding you back from doing that. Is it just, is it that you're tired? Is it technology distracting you? What is it that is holding you back from being completely 100% focused on this activity that you're trying to do? And then after you've identified what's holding you back, the third step is how to eliminate distractions as much as possible and make those distractions hard to even be distracted by anymore. So the easiest example is just being distracted by technology. So if you're doing something that doesn't require technology, doesn't require your phone or your computer, turn those off if that's a distraction for you. But let's say, like for a lot of us, we are doing work or doing school on a computer, so we need that to do our stuff, to be productive. But for me, one of the distractions was I get texts on my computer, and so I, would see a text pop up and be completely taken away from the essay I'm writing or something like that and start replying to texts. And so for me, I would, if I can, maybe turn off my Wi-Fi so that I don't actually get those texts and I can just have a Word doc open or something like that. If you're distracted by emails coming in or something like that, then log out of your email. So you have to log back in to actually view your emails instead of seeing notifications pop up. And like another thing I do is when I'm working or doing school or anything productive, even right now, I have a little sign on my doorknob that my mom made me, and it's literally like a meditation sign. So if I'm meditating or doing work or anything, I just put that on my doorknob, and my family knows, don't come in, like I'm busy, I'm doing something and I need to be focused. And so that's a huge thing too, is making sure you're not in a distracting environment. So tell the people around you, hey, don't come talk to me right now, I'm gonna be working for X amount of time or whatever. So after you've figured out what's actually stopping you from doing the thing you wanna do, and you've put away distractions, made those hard to do, then you have to figure out what will make the thing I wanna do as easy as possible. And again, we always go for the path of least resistance, even if it seems so stupid. Like for me, if I want to read a certain book one day, I will literally put that book on my desk or put it on my bed so it's out of the bookshelf. Even though my bookshelf is right next to my bed, it's in my room, it is right there, I can see the book, like from where I'm sitting, I can literally go over there and look at the book right now. But if I put it in an accessible place on my desk, on my bed, then I will be more inclined to go over and actually read the book rather than going on my phone, rather than it just being in the bookshelf and I have to take that little extra step of taking the book out and reading it. So I will start my day with putting a book out somewhere if that's what I want to start doing. So it's literally about doing as much as you can, even again, if it seems like such a little thing, like that's not a big deal to take a book out of a bookshelf and start reading it, but it's so much easier and takes less effort if I have already done the step of taking the book out and I already have it available to me where throughout the day I can read it. And so figure out for the specific thing you are doing how to make that as easy as possible. So if it's writing an essay, maybe already have a Word document up on your computer at the start of the day so that later on you don't have to take that little extra step of opening the Word document. You already have it there, it's already right in front of your eyes, and you can just start writing. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope this helped you. And yeah, I just really wanted to share this because it has helped me so much. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.